You're watching Mirror 7 News. Stay informed, stay ahead for more news.
The saga surrounding Antony's future at Manchester United has taken yet another dramatic twist, and it feels like the confusion just keeps building. For weeks now, it had seemed almost inevitable that the Brazilian winger would be making his way back to Spain, where he found some form on loan with Real Betis last season. But just as a deal appeared to be edging closer, Betis have suddenly stepped back, saying they've withdrawn their offer, despite United insisting they had already accepted it. Here's how it's played out. Over the summer, the two clubs were locked in negotiations over a fee for Antony. United, keen to trim down their squad and wages under Ruben Amorim, had already sidelined him, training him separately from the rest of the first team. Betis, meanwhile, were eager to bring him back permanently after his loan spell in which he scored 9 goals, helped them finish 6th in La Liga, and even reach the Conference League final. From their perspective, Antony was a player worth the investment. But the money has proved to be a sticking point. United sources had gone on record saying an offer had been accepted, reportedly worth around £25 million, with a sell-on clause included to protect them if Antony regained his value. Antony himself had been given permission to travel for a medical in Seville. It looked, on paper, like the move was done. Then came the curveball. Betis released a statement saying they had pulled the plug. They claimed they could not afford both the transfer fee and Antony's wages, which remain hefty, given his United contract runs until 2027. To complicate matters, there are whispers about outstanding salary payments owed to Antony by United, another stumbling block that might have contributed to the deadlock. For Antony, this is more than just a contractual issue. His time at United, since arriving from Ajax for a staggering £81.3 million back in 2022, has been underwhelming. He never lived up to that enormous price tag, managing just 12 goals across 96 appearances, and fading so much that his last Premier League start came way back in May 2024. He has spoken openly about struggling in England, saying the experience even affected his personal life, but that he rediscovered his joy and confidence at Betis. That's why he has been so keen on returning there, despite reported interest from Saudi clubs, and even from teams like Atletico Madrid and Bayern Munich. Now though, uncertainty reigns. United want him sold permanently, Betis say they can't pay, and the player is caught in between. With the English transfer window closing soon, and the Spanish window staying open just a little longer, there's still a sliver of time for talks to resume. But as things stand, Antony's exit, which looked almost settled, is suddenly in jeopardy. It's a situation that perfectly sums up Antony's turbulent spell at Old Trafford. Big expectations, glimpses of brilliance, but ultimately clouded in frustration and unfinished business. Whether this deal can be revived in the final hours of the window remains to be seen, but what's certain is that Antony's story at Manchester United is approaching its end. Just not quite as cleanly as anyone had expected. Stay subscribed for more videos.